Hey there, everybody. Welcome to another presentation of our 83 Mets. We're using APBA Basic for this replay. And Tom Seaver's 2-6 on the season. He's going to be facing the San Francisco Giants and a guy named Atlee Hammaker. And both are pretty good pitchers. Hammaker's a B and Seaver's a B. So it's New York and San Francisco. Now the Mets have a 13-31 record, so they've really been struggling. Well, luckily, I haven't been playing all those games. I've only been playing the games of the pitchers that I'm interested in, Torres and Seaver. Torres because I have a modifier experiment going. And Seaver just because, hey, it's Tom Seaver. What can I tell you? He comes back to the Mets in 1983. I'm 20 years old at the time. So I got a lot of going on and unaware of it. So now I'm going to become more aware of it, kind of relive the 83 season. All right. So let's get started. APBA plays very, very fast. You can see 5-second, 6-second innings. So get ready for that. And we are ready to roll here. It's going to be Mark Bradley. And Mark Bradley, I wish I could see his stats. There must be a way to see their stats. Let me see. Game preference, layout, sound, ballpark locations, autoplay, events, leaders. Listen, I don't know how to see their stats here. I'm using Stratomat. Oh, wait. I see stuff. All right. Wow, it's hard to read. Oh, and I think this is his percentage off his card. That's what it is. It's his percentage off his card, not really officially his stats. Let me see if I click on him, what do I get? Yeah, I got a lot of information, but not his straight up stats for the season. Oh wait. Wait, I think I found it. Okay, in the replay is batting 167. At bats he's got 42. No doubles, no triples, 1 home run, 4 RBIs. And here goes. Mark Bradley. It's a 66. That's going to take us to the second column. That's the role you want in APBA offensively, and that's going to be a double off the wall. Played on a hop by the center fielder, Chili Davis. Gets it in quickly to Brad Wellman. And Mark Bradley's on base with a leadoff double. Just like that. UB Brooks, Snake Eyes, and that's going to take us to second column, and we may get that's a deep drive. Left field, back goes Venable to the track, to the wall. That's out of here. 2-run shot for UB Brooks. And the Mets are up 2-0. All right, it's going to be Wilson. And let's find him. So Wilson's up, followed by Foster and Kingman. Nobody out. Here's the pitch, a 62, and that is a grounder to second. 1 out. Wellman throws out Wilson. George Foster next, 63. That's a fly ball, deep left field. Back goes Venable to the track and makes the catch. 2 out. I'm inputting data, so you'll hear me a little bit slower than usual. So I'm inputting some data, and it's a fly to left there by Foster. 2 out, and Dave Kahn Kingdom, 53. That's a 20. Let's look at our randomizer, and a 56 is going to be a 19. Wellman's a 4, so that's going to be an E5. Ground ball third base and bobbled by wait a second. I don't have Wellman out there. I got O'Malley out there. O'Malley, excuse me. Wellman's a second baseman. O'Malley bobbles it, and Kingman is safe. All right, here's Giles. E5. All right. Wait a second. What happened there? All right. It is Ron Giles stepping to the plate as a right-handed batter. And let's see what Giles is doing. We click on Giles, and we get, Giles is struggling at 155, 71 at bats. Oh wait, that may be Milt May. Wait a second. That's Milt May. Let's see if we can get Giles here. Still learning how to do this. Giles is 143 at bats, batting .217. Got 6 doubles, no triples, no home runs. Here's a pitch. And it's a ground ball. Second base, flip to short, and that retires the side. Mets pick up 2 runs on 2 hits and an error. We go to the bottom of the first. So that's a 4-6 fielder's choice. Ground out by Giles. Sounds like I'm going to have some Mexican tonight. I think they're going to order out, get some fajitas or something like that. Let's back up. So Giles grounds out, and he's safe at first, but runner is out at second, and it's 4-6. Yeah, a lot of clicks. Johnny LeMaster against Tom Terrific. Let's look at Tom Terrific's card. Oh, DeLeon. I didn't put. Got to put him back into the San Diego team envelope. There he is. These are the relief pitchers for the San Diego Padres. Using those I love the old classic set of baseball cards. Here's Johnny LeMaster, right-handed batter, 66. So strokes a Seaver fastball, and that's going to roll to the wall for a double, leadoff double for Johnny LeMaster. Let me check the book on that. It's a 4. I believe the 4 is a double. Just from memory, I don't see the 4 very often. So LeMaster's on at second base with a leadoff double. The heck? Jesus. And it's Darrell Evans, 46, and that's a strikeout. So the Heat gets Evans. Seaver bringing it, and it's Chili Davis with a 25 and a 9, and that's going to be a base hit. A 9 off a B pitcher is a base hit, and this may score a run. And it does. Single over first. Scoring is LeMaster. So RBI single for Chili Davis. 2-1. Chili Davis is fast. And it's a single. All right, 1 out. Davis on at first. Jack Clark. Jack Clark has decent power. Not great power, but decent power. And he lifts one to deep left field. Back goes Foster. He runs it down. 2 out. And now it's Max Venable, lefty hitter, from Phoenix, Arizona. 23, and that's a strikeout, I believe, on Seaver. For Seaver. Yep. Second strikeout of the game for Tom Terrific. And that's going to retire the side. But the Giants pick up a run on 2 hits. 2-1 Mets. Ron Reynolds, the backup catcher, is playing for the Mets today. He's resting Hodges. And it's a fly ball left field. And then Venable strikes out there. What the heck? All right. Here's Ron Reynolds. That's a 62, which is a fly to left. Under it is Max Venable for out number 1. Okendo, 66. That's going to take us potential extra bases. And he pulls one down the line. And that's going to pass the left fielder. Venable gets it in to the shortstop. And Okendo's on with a 1-out double. Tom Seaver now. Tom Seaver's first at bat. See what happens. Here's the pitch. 46, and that's strike 3. Seaver swings through a high fastball. And now it's Mark Bradley stepping into the box. It's a right-handed hitter. He doubled his first at bat. Runner on second, 2 outs. Pitch to Bradley. That's a potential extra bases. Let's see what happens. And no, he's going to make a big turn, but he's going to go back, and that's going to score Okendo. So RBI single for Bradley with 2 outs. Clutch. And the Mets lead it 3-1. So Bradley's 2 for 2 on the day. Just missed a double there. So we got a couple of runs, which is something that the Mets have struggled with. And it's going to be, oh, no, Kendall's going to score on that. Let's undo that real quick. It's a RBI single. All right. And it's Hubie Brooks. Hubie Brooks has a 2-run home run in the first inning. Here's the pitch. It's a 53. That's a 20. We're going to roll on the randomizer. And that's a 56. Again, that's a ground ball to third base. Let's see what this is going to become this time. A 19 is going to be a single past the third baseman, O'Malley, into left field. And there are 2 outs. No, O'Malley makes a great play. Gets up, fires to first. Scooped out by the first baseman, Darrell Evans, and that's out number 3. So with 2 outs, O'Malley makes a great play. Surprised everybody. Didn't think he had that ball in the glove, but he did. So that's 1 run on 2 hits. We go to the bottom of the second. So Brooks is robbed of at least a double by the third baseman, O'Malley. Sunday afternoon ball game, 1983, June 1st. Sunday for us, I don't know what day it was back then in June 1st, 1983. I don't know that it was a Sunday. Tom O'Malley just came up with a great play. It's popped up. That's the catcher. Ron Reynolds throws the mask away, makes the catch. Next is Brad Wellman with a 35, and that's a strikeout. Third strikeout for Tom Terrific. And it's Lee May, 66. That's a deep drive to right. Back goes Strawberry's not out there. It's Mark Bradley to the track, and that's out of here. Home run. Milt May. 3-2. And next is Hamaker. And that's a ground ball, second base. Giles throws him out, and that retires the side. One run, one hit. 3-2, Mets. I've got to input. So it was a pop 2. And then Wellman struck out. Some of these are faster than others. The ground balls with guys on base take a little bit longer. Hits are quick. And then Hamaker is grounds out. All right, it's going to be Mookie Wilson leading it off. He's batting third today. That's a 35, and that is a base hit. A 9 is a single. So Mook, who's always a threat to steal, on at first. Foster, 62, and that's a strikeout. Foster chases a slider. Dave Kingman, strikeout, back-to-back Ks for Hamaker. And this is going to be a 13, which is ball 4, but nope, he's got a Z, so that's ball 2. Again, Giles, 51, and that's a base hit. Little ball that infield hit, grabbed by the shortstop. Mookie Wilson stops his second. First and second now, with 2 outs in the top of the third. Let's see if Ron Reynolds can come up big here for the Mets. In his first at bat, he flied out to left field. And it's another strikeout there. And now Giles with a single, first and second, infield single. Little ground ball that was just put in the right spot. And it's going to be Ronnie Reynolds. That's a 53, turns into an 18. We're looking at the randomizer on that. And it's a 21, which is a 50, and I believe it's a hit by pitch with runners on first and second. Let's double check that and take a sip of our adult beverage. 15, and that is a fly ball, left field. Venable after it and slides and makes a catch. Held onto it. So it's a fly ball. So again, a second fly ball hit by Ron Reynolds, but this time he was robbed. No runs, 2 hits. 2 men left on base for the Mets. And we go to the bottom of the third. Top of the order, LeMaster with a 65, and that's popped up. Catcher. Reynolds makes the catch. 26 on Evans is a strikeout. That's number 4 for Tom Terrific. And now it's Chili Davis, 23, and comebacker. Seaver fields his position. Ground ball. And that retires the side. 3 up, 3 down, just like that for Tom Terrific. Yes, sirree. So in that inning, Johnny LeMaster popped up. And then it was a strikeout, Seaver's 4th strikeout on Darrell Evans, followed by a ground ball to the first baseman. To the pitcher, back to Seaver. Seaver flipped over to the first baseman for out number 3. And it's going to be Oquendo leading it off for the Mets. That's a ground ball, shortstop. Up with it is Johnny LeMaster. 1 away. Tom Seaver's next. And a 45 is ball 4. So Seaver walks, helps his own cause, and I know that Hammaker is not happy about that. Bradley. Oh, and that's Snake Eyes. Again, we're looking into potential extra bases, but no, it's a base hit single. And Seaver is going to go to third on that, first and third. So again, the Mets are threatening here in the top of the 4th. So Mets with 1 out have a first and third situation. And now the batter is going to be Hubie Brooks, who's already has a 2-run home run in this game in the first inning. Took a Hammaker fastball and drove it deep over the left center field seats, or into the left center field seats. And then, so Brooks steps into the box. Seaver's on at third. There's 1 out. Infield's going to be in. Here's the pitch. And a 22 is going to be a 7. First and third is 7 against a B pitcher. Let's see what this becomes. First and third is 7 against a B pitcher. It's going to be a fly ball, deep center field. This is deep enough to get 1 in. Seaver's going to score. So an RBI for Brooks. His 3rd RBI of the game. So that's a sac fly awarded to Hubie Brooks. And Bradley's on at first with 2 out now. And it's Wilson. Here's the pitch to Wilson. That's grounded to short. Over to first, and that retires the side. 1 run on 1 hit, a walk and a sacrifice fly. The Mets lead it by a score of 4-2 for Tom Terrific. Tom Terrific is going to face Jack Clark, Max Venable, and Tom O'Malley. Here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Score is 4-2 Mets. Jack Clark. Here's the pitch from Seaver, 33, and that's going to be driven in the gap. 1 hop off the wall, around first and into second base is Jack Clark with leadoff double. Max Venable is next, 22, and that's a ground ball third base, I believe. Wait a second. On a B pitcher, an 8 is going to be a comebacker to Seaver. He's off the mound quickly, gets to the ball. Clark goes to third, and Venable is thrown out at first. So runner on third now. And here's Tom O'Malley. And feels back for the Mets, 42, and that's ball 4. So Seaver walks O'Malley. First and third now. And Wellman. Mets are hoping for a double play. Ball of 42 is a strikeout. Big K, number 5 for Tom Terrific. 2 out. And it's going to bring up Milt May, who homered in the 2nd inning. Milt May, a left-handed batter from Gary, Indiana. And that's a Snake Eyes. That's going to score at least 2. And I believe it is going to score 2. And the game is tied. And he drives one over the center fielder's head. That's going to roll to the wall. Jack Clark scores. Around to score, I believe, first and third. Let's look at that double with 2 outs. It's probably an automatic. Let's just double check. A 6 double all clears the bases. And around comes O'Malley. Game is tied. 2-run double for Milt May, who now has 3 RBIs on the day. Hammaker is up. Atlee Hammaker. Here's the pitch. A 24 is a strikeout, and that retires the side. Number 6 receiver, but not before the Giants come right back on the Mets and score 2 runs on 2 hits. All tied at 4. Go to the top of the 5th now. It's going to be George Foster leading it off. And let's see. Let's quickly do some of that inning. That was a pretty long inning. And it was a comebacker. We'll do a little bit of the inning, and then we'll come back and do a little bit more of the inning, because that was a pretty long inning. And then it was a K, and then we'll stop there. Inputting the data as I'm playing, otherwise it does not. It's not a lot of fun. And you know what? We're almost done. We're going to input May's double. Both runners are going to score on that. That was easy. And then Hammaker strikes out. All right. Here's George Foster. And that's a deep drive. Left field. Venable back to the track, and that's out of here. George Foster has given the Mets the lead. Home run on the 66. APBA's infamous for the 66. So home run for Foster. I believe that's his 10th of the season. His 9th or his 10th of the season. And I could probably look that up. Let me quickly do that. Home run, that was his 12th home run of the season. Wow. He hit 28. All right. Dave Kingman. And that's grounded to second. Wellman tosses it to first for out number 1. Giles, Ryan Giles, 61, and that's a fly ball right field. Out and right is Jack Clark. He makes the catch. And Ron Reynolds, he's 0 for 2. And he's going to walk here, ball 4 to Ronnie Reynolds. He's on at first. He's slow. He'll be going station to station. Okendo. And Okendo with a fly ball left field. Under it is Venable. Squeeze it for the out. 1 run, 1 hit. Bottom of the 5th. Mets are up 5-4, just like that. Tommy Seaver against the top of the order, LeMaster, who's 1 for 2, and that's a comebacker to Seaver. Feels his position, throws out LeMaster. 1 away. Evans next with a 66. That's a deep drive, right. Back goes right fielder Bradley to the track, to the wall. That's out of here. Game is tied. Holy smokes. Wow. Just like that. Crazy game, back and forth. Seesaw battle here. And let me input some, and that's Darrell Evans taking his time around the bases. Is congratulated at the plate by his teammate. And up is going to be Chili Davis. Chili Davis has good power. All right. Chili Davis, here goes. 35 is a walk. So Davis takes a full count. And Seaver doesn't get the call. So Davis trots down to first base with 1 out. Score is tied at 5 apiece. Jack Clark, 61, and that's grounded to second base. Giles is going to flip to first. It's going to flip to short. Okendo with the relay to first, not in time. So it's 4-6 fielder's choice. Jack Clark is on at first. Max Venable, and a 15 is a line drive, base hit. Going to third is Clark. Venable is on with a single. There goes Venable. Throw down from Reynolds, and not in time. So it's second and third. It's an 11. That's how APBA plays this. So second and third, 2 outs, and it's Tom O'Malley. Wow. So we're in trouble. Seaver's given up 5 runs. We're going to have to pull Seaver here. Just I don't see any other way around it. And he's due up the next inning, so we're going to have to hold on. We're going to have to do some thinking here. So Johnny LeMaster grounded out. Darrell Evans homered. That was a quick one. And it was a walk and a fielder's choice. Let's see. Fielder's choice. First out at second. It's going to be a 4-6. And then Max Venable singles. Clark goes to third, and Venable steals second. And now we're considering pulling Seaver, but we would have to pull a double switch. I want to see if Seaver can get one more out. Let's see. Let's see if we can get O'Malley out. And that's a 31, and the 9 is going to be a base hit, and that's not going to do the job. It's not going to do the job. Second and third. B9 is a, oh, wait a second. Second and third, Seaver's going to get lucky. And actually in the book, it's a fly ball. No, it's a strikeout. So Seaver strikes out O'Malley for the third out. And that helped him out huge because normally that's a base hit. So it's going to be 1 run on 2 hits. And the game is tied at 5. We're going to see a pinch hitter for Tom Terrific here. So Tom is going to go 5. And he's going to allow 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hits in 5 innings. 2 runs, 3, 4 runs, 5 runs all earned. He walked 1, 2, and Lee Hammaker is a lefty, so we're going to have to bring in a righty here to pinch hit. So Tom O'Malley strikes out, and Seaver strike out 6, I believe. Had 6 strikeouts. No, 7. 7 strikeouts. He faced 18 plus 6 is 24 batters. Hit none. No wild pitches. All right. So we're going to get a right-handed hitter for Tom Terrific. And it's going to be Tucker Ashford is going to come in. He's going to pinch hit. All right. Let's grab Ashford from the pile of cards. And here's the pitch from Lee Hammaker. 23, and that is a comebacker to Hammaker. Fields his position. 1 away. 1 up and 1 down in a 5-5 game here in the top of the 6th. Brooks is next. That's Snake Eyes. This is going to be his 4th hit of the game, and this is going to be a double. Splits the outfielders. Brooks hustling around first into second base. The throw, the tag, not in time. So Brooks with a 1-out double, his 4th hit of the game. Oh, I'm sorry, that was not Brooks. That was, why do I have Brooks there? That was Bradley. Bradley with a double. And now it's Brooks. All right. So Ashford, comebacker. And then Bradley with a double. And Bradley's 4 for 4 on the day. UB Brooks. Here's a pitch. And that's line and caught by the second baseman. L4. And there's no double play there. Because he's an average second baseman. And that is a line drive 4. So nice snag by the second baseman, Wellman, Brad Wellman. That's 2 outs. And Mookie Wilson, here's the pitch. And that's strike 3. Curveball gets Wilson, and that retires the side. Mets score none, leave 1 hit, leave none, leave 1, excuse me, and score none. And at the end of 5.5, it's a 5-5 ball game. So So it's going to be a new pitcher for the Mets. And the Mets are going to bring in Sisk. Sisk is a hell of a pitcher. And there he is. He's an A pitcher. Let's see. So he's going to face Brad Wellman. All right. And that was Brooks with a line out. And then a strikeout for Wilson. Well, Wilson has a tendency to strike out a lot. All right. New pitcher is going to be Sisk. And here's the pitch to Brad Wellman. A 14 that's lifted to left. Under it is Foster, one away. Milt May is next, 35, and that is ball 4. So that's a walk. He's 2 for 2 and a walk now. He's hit a home run and doubled. And we're going to see a pinch hitter for the pitcher Hamaker. Fly ball left field. And a walk. So the go-ahead run is on at first. Milt May is slow. We're not going to pinch run for him here. We are going to get a pinch hitter. Let's see who we got on the bench. Excuse me. And we're going to look for a lefty. We got a guy named Champ Summers, and I have a guy named Bergman. So let's bring in Bergman to pinch hit. I do have his card here for the Giants. In the 70s and 80s, you pretty much get enough players to play through the season. And I've even made up some like I've looked at some stats and I said, oh, I know what this guy would be graded as, and I put him in the game. Pitchers, it's easier to do with pitchers than it is. So pitchers I'll never run out of because it's easy to grade them. And you don't look at individual cards unless they bat, and they never bat. So there's ways around playing with these older sets. There's things you can do. So it's going to be Bergman. All right, here goes. Right around first, Bergman is the batter against Doug Sisk. That's a 51-9 against an A pitcher, maybe a ground ball in the infield, and nobody's going to get it. So it's a base hit. First and second. Bergman's fast. Johnny LeMaster. So it's a base hit single for the pinch hitter Bergman. First and second, Johnny LeMaster. 1 out. Here's the pitch, a 14. That's lifted to left. Foster under it. Makes the catch and gets it in quickly. Now Darrell Evans was 1 for 3, 2 strikeouts and a home run. Here's the pitch from Sisk, and a 51 is a 9. But with first and second, that's going to become an out now. Mets have a really good bullpen. And that's going to be a strikeout. Let me just make sure. First and second, 9. Oh, it's a comebacker. Excuse me. Comebacker to Sisk, feels his position, throws out Evans, and that retires the side. No runs, 1 hit, still 5-5 in the top of the 7th. We get a new pitcher. Who's it going to be? Let's see. Who's it going to be? Master fly ball. And then a ground ball to the first baseman. To the pitcher, excuse me. I keep on doing that. All right. So we need a new pitcher. Let's see who it's going to be. And it is going to be Kuko, Lansky, McGaffigan, Minton, Martin. Looks like we're going to bring in a guy named Martin. Let's see. Minton is there. Martin is there. So we're going to use Rennie Martin. Going to come in. All right. George Foster against Rennie Martin. Let's write Rennie Martin in there. So Hamaker goes 6. Rennie Martin is ready to pitch against Foster. And that is a 24, which is a strikeout. So Foster chases the curveball, Dave Kingman, and he chops one to short. LeMaster fires the first and, gets Kingman by half a step. He doesn't think so. Good call by the first base umpire. Giles, it's a 63. That's line center field. And right there, Chili Davis, chest high, makes the catch. 3 up, 3 down, just like that for Martin. Sisk is going to be in his second inning of work. And let's get this in there quickly. Ground ball to short. I'm inputting the last innings data, so I don't have to deal with this at the end of the game. All right, 7th inning stretch. Let's take a sip of our concession stand. We got to get out to the concession stand real quick because it's about to close down. RJO is in the house. Check out his wonderful channel. It's always a blast. Chili Davis leading off against Doug Sisk. And that's a strikeout. Slider gets, or splitter, I believe, is what Sisk used to throw. And Davis is from Kingston, Jamaica, man. Yes, sirree. Jack Clark, that's Snake Eyes, and that's going to be a drive. That's going to split the outfielder's roll to the wall. Clark, here's a throw to second, and not in time. Clark slides in under the tag with a 1-out double. So the go-ahead run is in scoring position now. Jack Clark can fly when he gets it going. And Max Venable, thinking of walking Venable to set up the double play. Let's do that. So we're going to walk Venable intentionally to set up the double play. Intentional walk. Let's see if I can find that. There it is. All right, so it's going to be O'Malley now. Here's the pitch from Sisk, and that's a 65, so that's popped up. And it's a pop-up to behind the plate in foul ground. 2 out. And now it's Brad Wellman. Here's the pitch from Sisk. A 14 lifted to the left. Foster there, makes the catch, and that retires the side. So Sisk gets himself into trouble and then gets himself out of trouble. And it's a 5-5 ball game. We'll go top of the 8th inning. It's going to be Ron Reynolds, Okendo, and then a pinch hitter. That was O'Malley with a foul out to the catcher. And then Wellman. A fly ball to left. And it's Reynolds now. Here's the pitch. 36 is a Martin. I don't think Martin's anything. Nope. It's a pop-up. Yeah, 33, I believe, is a pop-up to the third baseman. No, it's a pop-up to the second baseman with nobody out. So it's a pop 4, 1 away. Next is Jose Okendo, who's 1 for 3. He doubled in the second inning and scored a run. And here he lines one into left field corner, and Venable with this nice sliding catch. Venable robs Okendo of a hit, and here we go with 2 outs. We're going to get a pinch hitter. And we need Martin's a righty, so we're going to get a lefty in there. It's going to be Le Grand Orange coming in to pinch hit. A fan favorite here at Shea Stadium, Le Grand Orange, batting over 300, pinch hitting, primarily pinch hitting duties. In 45 games, I think he started maybe 2. Really, at this point in his career, used primarily as a pinch hitter. So here he comes. He's batting from the left side. Le Grand Orange. Maybe get a hold of one here. All right, here's a pitch to Rusty Staub. Let's write him in. And he's in there. Here's a pitch from Martin. And that's going to be line base hit for Rusty Staub. He's on with a single. He's going to see a pinch runner. So base hit for Staub. Lines one to right. Frozen rope off the bat of Rusty. And pinch running for Rusty Staub is going to be Bob Baylor. So Bob Baylor's running for Staub. 2 outs. It's going to be Bradley now. Where's Bradley? Why does that keep on? Oh, where's that keep on happening? That's the second time I pull the card over and Bradley's not there. I think I know why. That's why. Okay, I figured it out. All right. So Bradley's up. Bradley's 4 for 4 on the day. He's 4 for 4. So let's see. Here's the pitch to Bradley. Can he go 5 for 5? And oh no, he will not go 5 for 5. That's going to be popped up with a runner on first. And that is in the middle of the infield. Shortstop Johnny LeMaster calling for it. Makes the catch. And that retires the side. No runs, 1 hit. We go to bottom of the 8th. Score still tied, 5-5. ID Jester in the house. The one and only. It's like a visit from a celebrity. All right. That was a pop-up. Keeping track here, keeping score with the archaic and primitive PC game Stratomatic, which is a nightmare to do. Really difficult to do. Unfortunately. What can I tell you? I guess there's not enough money in this business to kind of update anything. So Orozco's going to be on the mound for the Mets. Jesse Orozco, again, an outstanding card. He had 13 wins as a relief pitcher in 1983. Most starters didn't have 13 wins. I think he actually led the Mets in wins. Jesse Orozco. He's an AC, which is really good. It's a double grade. And Sisk pitched 2 innings, gave up 2 hits and 2 walks. So 2 walks, 2 hits, no runs, struck out 1. And it's going to be Jesse Orozco against Milt May. Milt May is 2 for 2 with a double, a home run, and a walk. So he's been on base all 3 times. Here's a pitch from Jesse, the left-hander. And that is a strikeout. So he fans Milt May for out number 1. Now we're going to see a pinch hitter. Pinch hitter for the pitcher Martin, Rennie Martin. And let's see who the manager is going to call up. It's a 5-5 ball game. We're in the bottom of the 8th. What more do I need to say? The rest speaks for itself. And we got a lefty. So we're going to bring in a righty. It's going to be the ex-Met, Joel Youngblood. Yes, sirree. Joel Youngblood is coming to bat against his old team. His name is Joel Randolph III from Houston, Texas. Y'all, how y'all doing? My name is Joel Youngblood. I'm from Houston, Texas. And darn, it's nice to get in the bat. All right, so Joel Youngblood's going to be facing Jesse Orozco. And he's popped in, and here goes. Here's the pitch, and that is that's going to be extra bases, potentially extra bases, and it is going to be extra bases. That's line, down the line into left field corner. Foster, after it, plays it off the wall, gets it into Oquendo, and Youngblood's in with a stand-up double, just like that. Hee-haw, says Joel Youngblood at second base. ID gesture. That's that you are outnumbered by Mets fans. The go-ahead run for the Giants is at second base. The Mets have a 13-31 record here in our replay after 40. This is the 45th game. Seaver is a 2-6 record. He won't be getting a decision in this game. Runner on second base, Johnny LeMaster. Here's the pitch from Jesse Orozco. Jesse Orozco from Santa Barbara, California. And reading a great book, by the way, Bad Guys 1. It tells you all about the personalities of all these players. And they were devils. They were regular ball players on the field, but they were devils behind closed doors. Holy smokes. I just read a couple of chapters, and I was already saying to myself, oh my goodness. Johnny LeMaster. Youngblood takes his lead off second base. Orozco checks him. Now he sets some deals. Here's the pitch, and oh boy, that's trouble. That's a liner, and that's going to roll to the wall. Split the outfielders. 6-5. Giants. RBI double by Johnny LeMaster, just like that. The Giants, in what has been a seesaw battle throughout, have taken the lead off of Jesse Orozco. Darrell Evans is next with one out. So back-to-back doubles has given the Giants the lead. Here's the pitch to Darrell Evans. That's strike three. Curveball gets Evans for the second out. And now it's Chili Davis. Davis steps into the box. Sets and deals. 52, 27. And a 27 with runners on second is going to be a ground ball third base. Backhanded by a third baseman. Long throw to first and in time. And that retires the side. But not before. One run on 2 hits. It's a 6-5 ball game. Last licks for the Mets. Brooks, Wilson, and Foster. So a heck of a ball game. A seesaw battle throughout. 6-5 as it stands right now for the Giants. All right, we're going to bring a new pitcher. Now I got to look and see who the closer is. Don't really know who the closer is. You don't get that kind of information on these old cards from the APBA game company. They cared more about the nicknames and the height and the weight of the player and the town they were from. Gary Lavelle. We're going to bring Lavelle on the Gary Lavelle, a lefty, because it's a righty, a switch hitter, and a righty. So no, we're not going to bring in. We're bringing a lefty. It's Minton. No, Minton's a righty. Yeah, that's what we want, a righty. Okay, Minton's coming in. He'll pick up the save. I'm not sure who the closer is, but whoever it is, we're using Minton. He's a good enough guy. He's a B, which is good, which is a closer kind of grade. All right, Huey Brooks leading us off at 6-5. Mets need 1 to tie and 2 to win. That's popped up. Catcher throws his mask away. Milt May is right there. Squeezes for the out. So it's a pop-up 2. I slept pretty much all day, guys. I just woke up. I mean, Mookie Wilson. And that's going to be extra bases for sure. And a 16 is going to be, no, it's going to be a single. And according to APBA, what happens here is automatically he steals second base. So it's first and second, a single and a stolen base, and that puts the tying run at second base. So with 1 out, Wilson lines one to right. And on the first pitch, high and outside, there goes Wilson, thrown down from May, and he is safe on the stolen base. So all that happens simultaneously in APBA baseball. I mean, this is my game as a child, as a kid. So I really love this game. You know, it has its imperfections, granted. You know, things that we wish it would do a little bit differently. And guys have created so many mods for this game. All right, but it's very, very inexpensive. You can get you can play a season. You can get the season with the extra players for $35, $45 and have a blast for years. Very easy to play. Plays very quickly. If I wasn't inputting the stats in a PC game, man, this would fly by. I mean, you can play games 25 minutes. I know you've been playing Marvel Champions. I saw that, ID Jester. Very cool. I used to play, there was a game with little figurines. Oh, man, it was the Hero Clicks, Marvel Hero Clicks. I used to play that with my kids when they were younger. I was really into it. I did some Hero Clicks, but I did a lot of wargaming, hence the name Combat Painter. I still have my troops, my World War II troops, in a pewter, 25 millimeters. Go eat dinner, guy. Go eat dinner. All right. George Foster. Tying runs to second base, and Wilson, he takes his lead. Pitcher is Minton. Here's the pitch. And that's a fly ball right field. Right fielder is a 2. Is a 2? It is. So let's see if Wilson can tag up and go to third on this. He may be able to. And on the 32, if he's fast, he does. He's going to tag up. He's going to try for third. Here's the throw, not in time. So it's a fly ball, 9. And going to third. So the tying run is 90 feet away in Mookie Wilson. We're going to just do that and then put a circle. That tells me how he got there to third base. So now it's going to be 2 outs, and it's Dave Con Kingman. Kingman is up. Pitcher is Minton. He sets and deals. 2 outs. Tying run is at third base, top of the 9th. And that may be a 9 against a beat pitcher with a runner on third. And that is going to be a little flare that drops in there. And that scores the tying run. And Kingman's going to try for 2. And the throw to second, he is out. So it's an RBI single, which ties the game. And Kingman is thrown out trying for second. But the game is tied at 6. Holy smokes, 6-6. Top of the 9th. Dave Kingman comes through big time. 1 run on 2 hits. Holy smokes, what a game this has been. Don't get these let's go back. Don't get these very often. All right. Base hit for Kingman, and he is out. All right, so bottom of the inning. Jesse Orozco still in there. He's going to be facing Jack Clark, Max Venable, and Tom O'Malley. All right, here's the pitch to Jack Clark, and that is a strikeout. So Clark down swinging. Venable next with a ground ball to third. 2 down. And O'Malley, this is going to be one of those 6-second innings, and that is a fly to left. Foster on the run, and he gets there for out number 3. 3 up, 3 down. I'll go to the top of the 10th. And I'll show you what I do on my scorecard to start. When we go into extra innings, I do something that kind of makes it a little bit harder to read but it's necessary because you don't want to run out of space. That really is not fun. So we're going to free baseball. Free baseball, boys and girls. And it's going to be, well, he flies out to the left. Who's coming up for the Mets is going to be Giles, Reynolds, and Oquendo, the bottom of the order. Not very good hitters for the Mets coming up. Starting to get hungry now. Didn't really eat too much all day. I've been sleeping all day. Had a bagel in the morning. That was it. Half a bagel. I never eat a whole bagel. Half a bagel. All right, so it's going to be Brian Giles leading it off. 6-6. Top of the 10th. Here's the pitch to Giles. And that is chopped to second. Over to first. One away. Reynolds. And Snake Eyes. That's going to be a line drive base hit. And we are going to get a pinch hitter. A pinch runner, excuse me, for Reynolds. In this case, still only one out. With 2 outs, I wouldn't do it. But with 1 out, well, it depends. All right, so that was a ground ball to second base for the first out. And then it was a base hit for Reynolds. So Reynolds singles. He's on at first. Let's get a pinch hitter, a pinch runner. It's going to be Jorgensen. Mike Jorgensen is going to run for Reynolds. And then with Oquendo, let's see what we can do with Oquendo. You can't really pinch hit with Oquendo, or hit and run with Oquendo. That's what I meant to say. He's not really that type of contact hitter, unfortunately. All right, so Jorgensen is on, running. And here's the pitch to Oquendo. 35 is a strikeout, 2 outs. And now it's Jesse Orozco. We are going to get a pinch hitter for Jesse Orozco. Kendall strikes out. Top of the 9, 6-6. Jorgensen pinch running at first base. Orozco the batter. And it's going to be time for Darryl Strawberry. Strawberry coming up to pinch hit. Hit a home run in his last pinch hit appearance. See if he can do it again here. Darryl Strawberry, rookie sensation out of Tidewater. 19 years old. Here's the pitch to Strawberry. We're going to get a pitching change. It's going to be Gary Lavelle. Gary Lavelle's coming in. Pitchers due up. You know what? We're not going to do Lavelle yet. We're not going to do Lavelle yet. We're going to hold off on Lavelle because the pitcher's due up the next inning. All right, so here goes. And that is, that's an unusual roll. A 16 is a potential randomizer roll. 16, and that's going to be a 19. A 19 with a runner at first is a ground ball. No, past the diving third baseman, O'Malley. And 19. With 2 outs. No, O'Malley makes the play. Back on his feet, throw to first, and in time. Wow. Thought it was by him, but no. What a play by third baseman O'Malley. It's the second time that the same play has happened to me. That's funny. No runs, 1 hit. All right. And it's going to be Brad Wellman. Starting next inning, we're going to be going following up in the same box, in the same column, rather. That'll really extend the game. It'll give me 16, 17 innings rather than only 12 innings. All right, so it's going to be Brad Wellman. It's going to be a new pitcher for the Mets. So Orozco goes 2. And Orozco gave up 2 hits and a run, right? 2 hits and a run, which I didn't write down here. It's in the PC game. I just didn't write it on the scorecard. Excuse me. So 2 hits, 1 run, 1 earned run. Walks, none, 3 strikeouts. All right. Bottom of the 10th, it's going to be Wellman, May, and a potential new pitcher well, a potential pinch hitter for the pitcher, and then we're going to bring in a new pitcher, and it's going to be Diaz. You know what? I'm going to bring in Allen. I believe that Allen can pitch here. Strawberry grounded out, was robbed by the third baseman, O'Malley. And that's 5-3. And we're going to need a new pitcher. It's going to be Allen. Allen's coming in. Missing a catcher. I need a catcher as well. I'm going to bring in Hodges to play catcher. And that's all she wrote. All right, Brad Wellman is up against Neil Allen. Neil Allen, not such a great card, but what are you going to do? Here's the pitch, and a 21 is a fly ball left field. Over is Foster. Settles under it, out number 1. Milt May is next, and that's a 26. Fly ball to right this time. Bradley makes the catch, and now we're going to see a pinch hitter. Another pinch hitter. Let's see. It was a 7 and a 9. Let's do those. And who are we going to bring up here to pinch hit? That's a good question. And let's see. Yeah, it's good. Pitcher Minton is going to be pinch hit for. And we have a righty. So we're going to get a lefty. It's going to be Champ Summers. I don't know if I have Champ Summers' card. That's a good. That's a question here. Well, I don't have it in that team because that team is the Mets. Now, if Champ Summers was with this team, let's see, Champ Summers. I don't know that I have Champ Summers' card, and I don't feel that I do. Let's take a look quickly at Champ Summers and see. Let me look at the box score because that'll tell me if Champ Summers went to another team. Champ Summers MLB. In 1983, if he played with 2 teams, he may be with another team, and I can pull his card from that team, and he did not. He had only 30 at-bats, and he batted 136. Okay. All right. And that's terrible. So what we're going to do here for Champ Summers, and what did he do? He had no doubles, no triples, and no home runs. So 136. Okay, if we roll a 1 or a 2 on a 10-sided die, we're going to roll a 10-sided die for his at-bat. If we roll a 1 or a 2, it's a base hit. Actually, let me see, have any walks? Oh, he did have walks. He had 7 walks. Okay. So we're going to do a 1, 2, 3. So he actually has his let's look at his on-base percentage. It's 333. Okay. So 1, 2, 3 he gets on, and then we'll figure out the rest. Then we'll do 50-50. We'll figure out how to do that. 1, 2, 3. Let's do it. 1, 2, 3 he gets on base. We roll an 8, so that's an out. Fly ball center field, and that retires the side. Champ Summers flies out. You gotta be creative, dude. When you're playing these games, that it's not a perfect world. You know what I'm saying? It's not a perfect world. You got to be creative. He flies out the center. Right there is Wilson. Wilson makes the catch, and that retires the side. No runs, no hits, and we go to top of the 10th now. Now we're going to start following the same column. It's going to be Mark Bradley leading it off, who's 4 for 5 on the day. So Champ Summers flies out the center. We're going to need a new pitcher, so let's see who that's going to be. Probably Gary Lavelle. Yeah, it's going to be, oh, you know what? I'm going to bring in Jim Barr. I'm going to bring in Lavelle yet. So Jim Barr comes in. And after this, man, I'm gonna grab, I'm gonna get my wife to get us some food, order some Mexican, some chimichangas. Jim Barr is a Z pitcher, so he's a CZ pitcher. He can hold his own. And he's going to be facing the top of the order, starting off with Bradley. Here's the pitch to Bradley. That's a 46. That's a K. So Bradley down swinging. His hot hand has cooled off. Next is Hubie Brooks, line base hit. Brooks with a single. He's on at first. That's his second hit of the game. He's 2 for 5. And here's Mookie Wilson, 43. That is a fielder's choice. Back to the pitcher. Barr goes to second. LeMaster throw to first, not in time. Foster now with the runner on first. And that's strike 3. And fastball gets Foster, and that retires the side. No runs. Oh, and I should have done it here. Damn it. I forgot to do that. Oh, boy. All right. No runs, 1 hit. But we will start it on this side. Johnny LeMaster is leading it off against Allen. So let's input that last inning. It's a pretty quick inning. It was a K and a single. That was a fielder's choice. 1-6. George Foster struck out, and that retired the side. Just like that. Johnny LeMaster leading it off against Neil Allen. Here's the pitch. 36. Where's his card? What the heck? 36 is a Allen. Strike 3. And Allen strikes out. Johnny LeMaster. Evans is next. 21. That's a fly deep right field. Back goes Bradley to the track and makes the catch. Fly ball 9. 2 out. And now it's Chili Davis. 64. And that's strike 3. Side retired. Just like that. 1-2-3 inning for Neil Allen. All right, let's put that in, because if we don't get the PC game, this game is going to be nuts. And if we don't get the PC game to guide us through this, it's going to be an ugly scorecard. And then a strikeout for Chili Davis. Retired the side. All right, Dave Con Kingman. He came up huge in the top of the 9th inning with 2 outs. Hit a little flare that scored the tying run, Mookie Wilson, but then tried to stretch it into a double and was thrown out. So Dave Con Kingman, so far, the hero for the Mets. Here's the pitch. And that is strike 3, and fastball gets Kingman. One down. Giles. And that's chopped to short. LeMaster up with it. Over to first. 2 away. And now it's Ronnie Reynolds. Oh, no, Ronnie Reynolds is out of there. Ronnie Reynolds, it's going to be Hodges. Hodges, the batter. And the 23 is a comebacker to Barr. Feels his position. Throws out Hodges. Retires the side. All right. So Hodges. And we're going to input this inning very quickly here. And ground ball. Believe it or not, the PC game helps me a lot, because otherwise it gets all jumbled up. You know, you're not just focusing on one team, you're focusing on 2. So we're going to do that in there like that. It's going to be the next inning. So now we have probably get out of these 2 innings, we could probably get maybe 6. All right, Jack Clark is leading it off against Neil Allen, who's in his 3rd inning of work. And a 35 is a 40. That's a, oh, and we got to roll on the randomizer. 44, and that is a 36. That's ball. And a 33, and that's ripped down the line into the corner. Clark. And makes it to second base, leadoff double, just like that. Winning run at second base, folks. Mets are in crisis. Venable. And we're going to walk Venable to set up a potential double play. But then we may get a bunt, but I doubt it. We may get a bunt. Let's see what happens. So it's going to be an intentional walk. And an APBA, you got to roll. See what it would have been. It would have been an out. That's what I hate about APBA. I hate that. You got to roll. All right, so O'Malley's going to square away. He's going to bunt. And a 26, first and second, 26. Sacrifice bunt. And 26 is a good bunt to the third baseman. Up with it is Brooks over to first, one play. And that's a big sacrifice. Second and third, winning run is 90 feet away. 5-4. So O'Malley bunts. High percentage play here in this situation. And it's going to be a 5-4. All right, Wellman. Second and third. We're going to walk Wellman intentionally to load the bases. Let's see. So we're going to walk Wellman. Bases loaded, and up comes Milt May. Milt May is 2 for 4, a double and a home run. He's a lefty. And we're going to bring in Diaz. So Diaz, Carlos Diaz, outstanding pitcher for the Mets in 1983. He's going to come in a critical moment in the ball game with the bases loaded, the winning run 90 feet away, and only 1 out. There's 1 man left on the bench for the Mets. In terms of pinch hitters, that's or fielders, that's Danny Heap. And you know what? Oh. And we're going to pull a double switch. We are going to pull a double switch here, just in case this game continues, because we're going to need at least to get some innings out of Diaz. So we are going to pull a double switch with Kingman. Kingman's going to rest, and we're going to bring in Heap, our last player. We're going to put him into the 9th spot, and Heap is going to play first base. And then Diaz is going to be our pitcher. Infield's in for the Mets. Bases loaded. Milt May. So it all comes down to this basically next 2 batters. Let's see what happens. Bases loaded. Bottom of the 12th. Here's a pitch. And this is the ball game is over. It's a 9. It's going to be a fly ball or something. A 9 with an A pitcher, bases loaded. A 9 is a fly ball deep enough to center field. Back goes Wilson, makes the catch. Tagging is Clark. He scores. Ball game over. Walk off, sac fly to center. Milt May wins the ball game. He's being mobbed. And that's going to be his 4th RBI of the ball game. And the loss is going to go to Allen. 0.1 there. And that's it, folks. Ball game over. Mets lose another one. They fall to 13-32. Sacrifice fly by Milt May. Mets did everything they could to prolong the game. They kept on intentionally walking guys to prolong the game. And I'll tell you, Seaver started this game, gets a no decision. Mets used 5 pitchers. Giants used 4 pitchers. The win's going to go to Barr. He's 2-2. The loss is going to go to Allen. He's 2-3. And big offensive players for the Mets. Let's see. Bradley had 4 hits, raised his average to 229. Brooks had 2 hits with 3 RBIs. Wilson had 2 hits, and that's about it. Everybody else, there's about a handful of players that had 1 hit for the Mets. The standouts for the Giants, Milt May with 4 RBIs and Jack Clark with 3 base hits. And that's going to be it. This is CP Cards and Dice. The line score was the amazing 6 runs, 14 hits, no errors. The Giants, 7 runs, 12 hits, and 1 error. That's it. Hope you enjoyed the broadcast. I will see you guys soon. Check out RJL's channel. Check out ID Justice's channel. And I wish you guys the best. Let's lose another one. They fall to 13-31. Seaver gets a no decision.